Imagine a sea where normal rules of size break completely. Starfish wider than car tires, spiders as big as dinner plates, worms longer than a human arm. This is not science fiction. This is the Antarctic Ocean. Scientists call it polar gigantism, a mystery that turns ordinary species into giants. Is it the freezing water, the extra oxygen, or something even stranger hidden beneath the ice? Today, we dive into the coldest ocean on Earth to discover why nature grows bigger, slower, and more terrifying in Antarctica. And the answer might change how you see life on our planet forever. What if I told you some sea creatures are bigger than your head, slower than a sleepy summer afternoon, and defy everything we thought we knew about life on Earth? Welcome to the Antarctic Ocean, the land of giants. Beneath the icy waves at the bottom of the world, life doesn't just survive, it grows. Starfish the size of dinner plates, worms longer than a human arm, shrimp with extra joints and mystery still in their DNA. Today, we explore why the coldest seas on the planet seem to produce the biggest versions of certain animals. Scientists call this phenomenon polar gigantism. It's not that every Antarctic animal is huge, but many species of invertebrates, especially those without backbones, become far larger than their relatives in warmer oceans. This puzzle has driven researchers for decades. One major clue? The water itself. Antarctic waters are near freezing, and cold water can hold more oxygen than warm water. More oxygen in the water means animals with simpler breathing systems can get more fuel for growth. In a 2013 review published in Annual Review of Marine Science, researchers note that oxygen availability is a key factor in the size of cold water species. That source is Annual Review of Marine Science 2013, Oxygen and the Biology of Polar Seas. Another clue comes from time. In warmer places, animals grow fast, breed fast, and often die young. In Antarctica, life moves slowly. Cold temperatures slow metabolism. That means growth takes longer, and many animals live for decades, even centuries. For example, Antarctic sea stars and sponges grow slowly, but end up far larger than their temperate cousins. Next, food matters. The Southern Ocean is rich in tiny creatures called phytoplankton. When these flourish, they feed everything above them in the food chain. Plenty of plankton can support larger bodies, so animals can convert more food into tissue rather than burning it just to survive. Evolution also plays a role. With fewer large predators and less competition, some species evolve toward bigger size because it can mean more eggs, more resilience, and better survival. This concept appears in papers from the Journal of Biogeography that link size with ecological opportunity in isolated environments. Source: Journal of Biogeography, 2017, Polar Ecosystem Studies. Take giant isopods, distant relatives of shrimp and crabs. In Antarctic depths, they can reach sizes twice that of northern relatives. Scientists believe a mix of cold, high oxygen, and abundant detritus, dead organic material raining from above, allows them to grow larger without needing faster metabolisms. But here's the twist. Not all Antarctic animals get huge. Fish, for example, are often smaller and slower than their warm water cousins. So polar gigantism isn't universal. It's a pattern seen mainly in soft-bodied invertebrates. This helps scientists narrow down the causes. And now, the story gets urgent. As oceans warm due to climate change, oxygen levels drop. If oxygen is part of what allows these animals to grow large, warming seas could shrink them or change entire ecosystems. Researchers from Nature Climate Change warn that polar ecosystems are among the most sensitive to global temperature shifts. Source: Nature Climate Change 2020, Climate Impacts on Southern Ocean. This isn't just a curiosity. Understanding why these giants exist helps us see how life responds to temperature, oxygen, food availability, and environmental stress. These lessons help scientists model responses in other parts of the ocean and predict how climate change will reshape life on Earth. So when you think of Antarctica, don't picture a silent frozen desert. Picture an underwater world where evolution took a different path, where cold brought opportunity instead of limitation. A place where size isn't just survival, it's a story written by oxygen, time, and the slow poetry of the deep ocean. Antarctica looks empty from above. White ice, silent storms, endless cold. But under the water, another world is alive. And in that world, many animals grow bigger than anywhere else on Earth. Scientists call this mystery polar gigantism. Starfish wider than a steering wheel, sea spiders the size of a human hand, worms longer than your arm, moving slowly across the sea floor. The first secret is oxygen. Cold water can hold more oxygen than warm water. More oxygen means simple-bodied animals can breathe easier, and when breathing is easy, bodies can grow larger. The second secret is time. Life in Antarctica moves slowly. Metabolism drops in freezing temperatures. Animals grow for decades instead of years. Slow growth, long life, big bodies. Food plays a role too. The Southern Ocean is rich with plankton. When summer sunlight returns, the sea becomes a giant buffet. Plenty of energy allows creatures to invest in size instead of speed. But not everything becomes giant. Most fish stay small and sluggish. Polar gigantism mainly affects soft invertebrates, which tells scientists this is not magic, but biology reacting to a very special environment. Now that environment is changing. As oceans warm, oxygen levels fall. If the water loses its cold power, these giants may shrink or disappear. Antarctica teaches us something important. Size is not about strength. It is about chemistry, temperature, and patience. In the coldest sea on Earth, evolution wrote a different rulebook, and we are only beginning to understand it. The Antarctic Ocean is more than ice and darkness. It is a laboratory where nature experiments with size and survival. Giant creatures remind us that life adapts in unexpected ways. If this journey into the frozen deep fascinated you, subscribe for more stories from the strangest places on Earth. Tell us in the comments which Antarctic creature shocked you most. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next exploration.